Here we are featuring a huge breakout on Apple Computer at 7:48 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with 308 highs into play. The calls are working. They're going to hit a peak though, and then they're going to come down in value at some point on the calls up and out of the money 600s. So what I will tell the MMT is that we're trying to get these transactions up to 610 put right here live, right along with the 605 at 3.5. And we're going to use the lower bid over here based on 327 highs and an hour and 20 minutes of the opening bell, parabolically up where the calls will be exiting on those highs, and these puts are going to hit their bottom on that 610. There is a bid there at 5.7 on this contract, okay? And this is the contract that we're going to use and be more aggressive with now, based on that major wall of resistance. And I've got $3.50 bids. They hit that 390 area. I'm going to take this down to $3.20, only for one reason. And I'm going to limit out at 4.8 on the uptick. As long as I'm getting this on the bottom over here, I'm going to limit out at 4.8. And I'm going to limit back in, and I'm going to change that new price range at 3.2 on that one. This one is the one I want, the 610. Okay, at 5.7, that's going to be a good one. He took this right up to those other new wall of resistance levels where the long side has gone parabolically up in Apple. And I can show you here, I'll draw some more delta lines. So 570 on the 610, yes. $570 on the 610, yes. Here we are now live at 7:51 a.m. The call side has to be sold because it's at its highs. And they've ran them parabolically up, the calls. So now we're trying to get on this side here at the lowest price. And here it is, 390 by 4, 1280 down. Beautiful breakout to the highs of 609.89, and he's still running the highs at 350, and he's about to make another high. So drop the 5.7 here and go to 5.5. Okay, so let's go to 5.5 here. Once again, I'm right involved in the Apple, and I just wanted to throw this in here is that we got hit at 5.7, and we have limit orders out to sell at 7.5, because with a reversal top-down trade, it finally hit in our system, and here is that 3-minute chart right here. And there's that ascending, but it's been very, very strong, and it's time to get out of the long side of the calls, selling and taking profits in those calls that our other people have. But you, on the other hand, are buying the other side of this trade at 5.7, and that we have 415 highs put in the first hour and 130 minutes of the opening bell on the return of Apple today. And the shorts are really getting hammered. It's the last day of the month. Some fund managers are pumping it again because they feel they got a decent deal. It already gapped down huge during the earnings cycle, but we did our best here, and we got our entries at 570, and we're going to try to get 750 out of these contracts based on that wall of resistance that he took it to 1 3/8 delta. But it's very, very strong, and we're looking for the top end of that resistance, where once it does hit, as it has, is that it would drop down $4 off of those highs. And there is a 625, 615. So we have to continue the reversal here on our MMT platform, we've got a teeny of 73 cents, it looks like. So each line is 73 pennies, and we need to come all the way back down to where that last ascending breakout and selling out of the calls up at the high, and then buying the transaction here on the lows. We weren't at the low, but we were 570. But we're still not out of the woods yet. But once again, these were $16.58. They were 10.20 on the high, and our entry, our capital risk entry, again, we do our best, but we didn't do a lot of volume though. We did some, but we didn't do a lot because this stock has been on fire, and we're finally waiting for that delta resistance that it's done for the day. And that once it does correct and we can exit back on out of here with our profit, that and we bounce, then we'll take a look at another transaction. So far, that pullback is but 200 pennies now. And it's a 610 weekly 8-3 put that was 1658. There's 5,500 volume. People have been buying way up here in the retail price, and the MMTs are 10 cents off the low. That means our risk is still, we always have risk, but because of the entry, at least the risk isn't as bad as the broader people who are stuffed in them. And there's 5,500 of them, and the stock is only pulling back over here on my cursor to the 10-minute with a double diamond here. So we're not out of the woods yet. We're going to look for the lower high. We're going to look that you got a 1-2 teeny reversal. So we're going to take this part of the channel right here only. We're just going to take this. I'm going to blow it up. And I'm going to blow this side up as well. And I'm only going to show this much of this reversal. And we're at a 79. That's got to go below 75. That's a rising 10 and 20. In our platform, this is a 1-2 teeny script. He's working on 3, and at 73 cents a teeny. So 73 cents times 3 to right here. Then we're going to evaluate how they're still in the premium, still out of here. Even though that we're wholesale, there's still risk because he's got to go down 5 teenies in order for these to go a lot higher in value. So what I will tell the MMTs, put these out at 690 right now. Put them out at 690. Okay, and let's see if we can come down and if we come all the way down here and sell this teeny script down, then these would go up to that exit. And we'll start squaring it off. We'll measure 611.27 to 6, that's 200 pennies, $2. But we got to tick down below that strike price. We got to get down below 608.50 for these to really take off and go higher. Okay? So, and let us know that because it's almost a dollar movement from that initial low, MMT. And the thing about it is, we may only get the dollar rule. We may only have to take our $1 and buy some more and do it again, but we'll do it with heavier volume. I'm going to conclude how to do the $610 put and the first hourly opening bell with our entry at 570, and we had 415 highs, and it was time to sell out of the long position and get short on that reversal high up here. That's what we did at this lower price level.